let's get to the weather update now. I'm not going to go through everything in detail because I got so much stuff going on. I'm not going to show. We had some rain in the morning, and then the sun came out around noon, and then it got kind of warm, but it was actually fairly clear, actually, and still is fairly clear across the area. Let's look at our current conditions. We'll go to Wonder Map here, and we'll go and look at some of the stations. 55 in Mineola. Still got the air conditioner on because you're not going to get a breeze in that alley. Let me tell you, I felt a lot warmer in Mineola than compared to the South Shore when I got home about an hour ago. But you can see Carl Place there at 55. Let's go take a look and see what it looked like in Carl Place today. So right now 54. Let's see. And you can see pretty warm all day long there. You can see the warmth there, right there. 70 degrees. Got into the low 70s here. And it only dropped gradually after 6 p.m. With maybe a very, very... The sea breeze barely made it here. All right. Meanwhile, if you're sitting pretty on the South Shore in... let's go to Wansaw, my hometown. And go over here. Not South Wansaw. Let's go a little further north. Here we can go over here. Forest Lake. I took a walk over there, actually. I have a video of it. So let's see what it was like over there. So you can see it was pretty warm there. So it was just as warm there, but look at what happened when that sea breeze came in. So right around 6:44, look what happened. That temperature went from 70, boom, down to 57. And I felt that sea breeze coming, too. When I left where I ate, it was a lot cooler out. And look at how that temperature dropped. You can see temperature drop, dew point bump up. That is the sea breeze right there that you see. All right. That is a nice sea breeze there. All right. Didn't wind up getting that much rain this morning. It was very light. So nice sea breeze. But if you're inland, you're not going to see that. Obviously, we'll go into some of the other areas. Let's go to the Pine Barrens. So I bet it was pretty warm over there. Yeah, let's go to Ridge. They probably didn't have a sea breeze either because it's too far inland. It's just the South Shore that got it. Let's see if they got a sea breeze. Yeah, not quite as much. It still got something, but not quite as dramatic as the South Shore. All right. Now I'll go to North Patchogue and see, because I know my viewer in North Patchogue is just like the middle of the island. No, you're better off. You're still toward the South Shore. I still think you probably got a decent sea breeze once it did come in. Oh yeah, there it is. So there you go, right around 70, and then look what happened right around 7 o'clock, upper 60s, down to 50s, down to upper 50s. So a 10-degree drop in a matter of an hour, right after 7 o'clock. That was that sea breeze front coming in and dropping the temperature. So you got it. If you're south of the LIE in Suffolk, or south of, I would say, the Southern State in Nassau, you definitely got a sea breeze, whereas obviously Jersey never got one. So let's go to the weather and hazards map and look at what's going on here. We got blizzard warnings, red flag warnings, and it's all because of this big storm system here. Let's go and look at the radar for the country here. I'll show you what's going on here and the weather map. I actually have a big blizzard that's going to be happening out in the Pacific Northwest. You can see that's what they're talking about. Also got a squall line here in, it looks like Nebraska. Some more. It looks like this almost looks like a derecho east of Dallas. And then you can see that snow over there. And then Pacific Northwest is going to be getting a lot of snow. That's the main weather story, if you know. We alluded to that here. 20-foot snowdrift possible as blizzard bears down on the northern U.S. So it's actually the northern U.S. that's going to get this, actually, in that area. The Pacific Northwest that's going to get it. So that's why we see all those warnings out, and then the red flag warnings, because it's very dry and windy in the Midwest. All right. So let's get to our weather right now and look again at our observations. And currently, you can see we are generally in the mid to upper 50s. It actually has cooled down in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River. They're down to 50. That's not too bad. At least it cools off at night there, even if it's warm during the day. Doesn't cool off at night in Mineola very much. So let's go look at our high temperatures for today, and you'll see, yep, 70s on the map, 70 at Islip, 70, everybody pretty much got to 70. Even the South Shore, 73. That was before the sea breeze kicked in. They didn't get a sea breeze until after 7 o'clock, but at least they got something. 72 in the city. It still manages to be warmer in Jersey. Let's see what they got there. It was 73. So, yeah, 73 in Toms River. So, yeah, a little bit warmer there, even with the northwest wind. Still manages to be warmer there. So let's go to the, and we'll also look at the weather map as well. Let's go to that. So just show you what's going on here. Weather Prediction Center, and you will see here, there's the high. It's over us. You can see there's a warm front. It is actually behind a cool front that passed this morning, but you can see there's like a stationary front, and these are the two low pressure systems that are going to create that mess in the Midwest. All right, looking at the surface here on the GFS, you see there's your low. That's going to go up into the Great Lakes, but this is what's going to cause that huge blizzard. You can see there. It looks like it's going to actually affect part of Canada too. As for us, we stay dry, high pressure in control. Only next chance of precipitation will be with a cold front later Thursday, and then this front slowly crawls offshore by the weekend. And then we get another front on Saturday night, and then another high builds in behind that. And then next week we'll see the return of the trough. Here's next Tuesday. You can see it looks like some cooler air trying to make its way, and there's next week, next Friday into the weekend as well. Some cooler air comes in. So if you look at the jet stream, you'll see the jet stream will wind up diving down here. So if we look right now, you see we're in a ridge pattern this week. But you see as we go into next week, you see some troughs starting to make their way through. They won't be huge, and there will be more ridges eventually that we're going to have to deal with as we get toward the end of the month. All right, if we look at the temperature anomaly chart, again, this week we are above normal. Here's tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, still above normal. But you can see the cooler air coming in by the weekend, and then sticking around for most of next week. So let's go take a closer look. We'll go to the HRRR now, HRRR model. Let's do that, and 0Z. So we have the complete 0Z HRRR, and sometimes it's not in by now, and sometimes it is. But you see not a whole lot going on. Next chance of precipitation really isn't until maybe overnight, tomorrow night. It looks like it's trying to develop some light showers. I think that's with a warm front, and then this is a cold front, which doesn't really look all that impressive because the air behind it isn't that cool. And this is later Thursday evening it's going to approach. So let's look at our wind flow and dew points. You'll see we got that westerly wind tomorrow. We start off with that westerly wind, but then it turns south to southeasterly. That is going to bring a much cooler day for Long Island tomorrow compared to today. Jersey, you might even see a little bit of a breeze too, at least along the shore areas, and that includes Toms River, and parts of Ocean County east of the Parkway. And then for Thursday, you can see that southwesterly flow, but I still think that flow is oriented in such a way that we will get a sea breeze, but you'll see a little more moisture in the air. All right, so let's now look at our high temperatures for tomorrow. So overnight, we're probably not going to drop much beyond below 50. Maybe some of the other areas that are less developed could drop into the 40s. And then tomorrow, it's hot in Jersey again. You can see, though, look along the shore, and you can see that little area of cool. That's what the sea breeze is. But it's going to be well into the mid-70s, maybe even 80. Whereas Long Island, North Shore could be upper 60s, mid to upper 60s. Middle of the island, probably mid-60s, probably 60 to 65. The South Shore, only 50s. And you can see that sea breeze tomorrow. We'll have a nice sea breeze. And then for Thursday, a little warmer. Again, looks like it has the heat overload. And again, that westerly flow, we're going to have to determine. We could see 80 or better. This model is really scary for Thursday. 80? Really? That is pretty crazy. And even with that wind flow, it seems like the sea breeze is just limited to the extreme south shore. And that's it. That's quite warm. Let me go to the dew point here and look at the wind again. And it does seem kind of west-southwesterly, so we have to keep an eye. This is the HRRR model. Let's go and look at the GFS model. See if it has it. It's a little less, but yeah, Thursday is going to be warmer than tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow we'll have a better sea breeze. Thursday will be kind of brutal, and of course that's the day I have my procedure. And then Friday, you can see behind the front, it's still not that cool. So that's the thing. We have to wait until the weekend for things to cool off, and then you'll see temperatures drop with that cold front here. Sunday, highs only in the low to mid-50s, which is closer to normal, maybe slightly below, but it's going to be ridiculously hot. Thursday, I am not looking forward to Thursday. It could be worse than today. Oh, no. I wish they just put me out for the whole day, but it's only for an hour or so. All right, so let's go to the skies. That'll be the next thing we'll look at here. And again, this is the RGEM temperature. So you see here, tomorrow's not that bad, but actually RGEM seems to have more of a sea breeze. Jersey's going to hit the 80s. We'll be in the 70s. That's one way I don't really want to live in New Jersey, but it's going to be hard to get a place on the South Shore, but I'm prepared to fight like hell. So here's tomorrow. I think we'll see a few cirrus clouds here and there, especially maybe in the morning and maybe in the afternoon. There'll be some scattered cirrus, but I still think there'll be a decent amount of sunshine. Thursday could wind up having a lot of sunshine too, with some hazy skies and cirrus and contrails, maybe a few scattered cirrus clouds. Here comes the front for Friday, and then kind of gets hung up offshore a little bit, which might keep the clouds around for Friday. We'll have to see about that. But let's go and look at the Ventu Sky site, and we'll go ahead and see how this handles the temperatures, because this has a bit of a higher resolution. So let's go to tomorrow. I'll show you what's going on. 2 o'clock tomorrow. You can see Long Island. You can see the South Shore is going to be the place to be. Middle of the island, I mean, there'll be a breeze, but the problem is, even if you have a wind directly from the south, by the time it travels over 5 to 7 or 8 miles of land, it warms up. Look at how hot it is in Jersey, saying 80 and 81 in Toms River. But if you're east of the Parkway, look at that, nice and cool. Maybe east of Route 9, there'll actually be a breeze in that area, right in this area right here. But I think the better sea breeze is going to be on Long Island. But the problem is when we go to Thursday, yeah, it's got a killer west wind, and we're going to die. So we'll have to see. We may have a killer west wind on Thursday. I'm not looking forward to that. I am not at all looking forward to it. That's insane, 80. I don't know what the record is. We may break the record. And I'll have a weather update for you. Even if I'm in some pain, I'll have a weather update. I am not looking forward to it. The miles really are pumping up the heat for Thursday, and that is something I'm definitely not looking forward to. So that is going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.